Good evening to all. Multiple choice questions on drive motors characteristics with the answer. It is a topic now we are going to know. This video lecture is very much helpful for the students who are studying the subjects electrical drives and control, solid state drives and electrical machines. Let us take the first one. Load torque which have the potential to drive the motor under equilibrium conditions are called dash. Options are windage torque, passive load torque, friction torque, active load torque. In this four, right answer is active load torque. It is a low torque having the potential to drive the motor under equilibrium condition and it supports the motion of the motor. Second one, when slip S is greater than 1, options are motoring region, generating region, plugging region, speed N is equal to 0. In this 4, plugging region is the right answer. Option C is the right answer because when slip value is greater than 1, that enabling braking region, especially plugging region. Fleming's right hand rule is applicable for dash. Options are DC motor, DC generator, AC generator, none of the above. Students should know that Fleming's left hand rule is applicable for DC motor, but here we asked about right hand rule and it is applicable for generator, DC generator. Option is B is the right answer. Question number 4. In which motor flux is proportional to armature current? We have 4 options: DC shunt motor, DC compound motor, DC series motor. Option D, all the above. In this 4, in which motor flux is proportional to armature current? That means flux value will be increasing if armature current increased. In series motor only it is possible. So option C is the right answer, DC series motor. Question number 5. Which of the following called generating region? Option A, slip value lies between 0 to 1. Option B, slip is less than 0. In option C, slip value lies between 1 to 2. In option D, none of the above. In this 4, which of the following called generating region? Slip value should be less than 0. Option B is the right answer. S is less than 0. In this value, we can get generating region. Question number 6. If the back EMF of DC motor vanishes, then what will happen? Options are the motor continues to run, motor will stop, armature will burn, the motor continues to run in slow speed. If the back EMF of DC motor vanishes, then armature will burn. Option C is the right answer. Question number 7. Which DC motor has similar characteristics as a 3-phase induction motor? We have 4 DC motors: shunt, series, cumulative compound, differentially compound. Students should know that DC shunt motor has similar characteristics like 3-phase induction motor. Option A is the right answer. Question number 8. Find the value of back EMF of DC motor having 400 volt, 70 amps and 0.3 ohm armature resistance. Options 375, 37.5, 379, 390. In this, right answer is C, 379 volt. We need to discuss more about this question. Let us take explanation part. Find the value of back EMF of DC motor having 400 volt, 70 amps, 0.3 ohm armature resistance. Here supply voltage 400 volt, armature current 70 amps and armature resistance RA 0.3 ohm. To find back EMF, students should know the voltage equation of DC motor, that is V is equal to EB back EMF plus IARA. IA is armature current, RA is armature resistance. Just substitute the values given in the problem. Instead of V, 400 volt, EB is unknown value, that should be find out. IA is 70 amps, RA is 0.3. The unknown value EB, so take EB at one side, remaining at opposite side. We can get the value 379 volt. So the value of back EMF is 379. It is less than the supply voltage. Back EMF is less than the voltage applied to the armature. Question number 9. What is the synchronous speed of 3-phase induction motor having 4 poles, 50 Hz, 3-phase AC supply? 4 options are there: 1440, 1490, 1500, 1520. And the right answer is option C, 1500. Students should know how to find the value of synchronous speed. For that we have to take the equation ns is equal to 120 degree f by p, 120 degree f by p. Here 120 degree is the phase difference between any two phases. It may be ry, yb or rb. Here the value of frequency is 50 and the number of poles are 4. Just apply all these values, that gives 1500 rpm, and it is a right answer, option C. Let us take question number 10. If a 4-pole 50 Hz 3-phase induction motor run at 1440 rpm, then value of slip is, here we have 4 options: 0.04%, 3.3%, 4%, 6%. Dear students, here the question about the value of slip, answer is 4%. For that, students should know the equation to find the value of slip. Percentage slip is equal to ns minus n divided by ns into 100. So first we have to find the value of ns. Already we discussed in the previous slide. The value of ns can be taken from the equation 120 f by p. So here also we have same frequency 50 Hz, same number of poles 4 pole. For 10th question also we have 1500 rpm of synchronous speed. So we can get the same synchronous speed to get the value of slip. Here ns is equal to 1500 and n is 1440 divided by 1500 into 100, and it is equal to 0.04 into 100. To get the percentage of slip, the 0.04 should be multiplied with 100, so it gives the value of 4%. The right answer is 4%. If your 4-pole 50 Hz 3-phase induction motor runs at 1440 rpm, then the value of slip is 4%. Let us take question number 11. Which of the following DC motor has the poorest speed control? Well, you know well. Here we have 4 options: differentially compound, cumulatively compound, shunt motor, series motor. Series motor has the poorest speed control, because other than series motor we can get EC speed control. Series motor has a poorest speed control because at the time of starting itself, DC series motor should be started with some load. Answer D is the right answer. Question number 12. The speed of a DC shunt motor can be made more than full load speed by how? First option, reducing the field current. Second option, decreasing the armature current. Third option, increasing the armature current. And the last one, increasing the excitation current. The question is, the speed of DC shunt motor can be made more than full load. So here we need to get the speed of DC shunt motor greater than the rated speed or full load speed. It can be obtained by reducing the field current. Option A is the right answer, because N is proportional to EB divided by phi. Speed is always inversely proportional with the flux. So to reduce the flux, we have to reduce the field current so that we can increase the speed greater than the full load speed. Question number 13. Which braking is not possible in series motor? Here we have dynamic braking, plugging, regenerative, all the above. Students should know that regenerative braking is not possible in DC series motor. Option C is the right answer. Question number 14. Polarity of supply voltage is reversed in which type of braking? Options are dynamic, plugging, regenerative, all of the above. In these 4, the right answer is plugging, because plugging is also called as counter current braking. That means we are reversing the supply voltage. Option B is the right answer. Question number 15. Which is the current equation in DC series motor? Students should understand that in DC series motor, both the armature coil and field coil are connected in series. In series connection, current value will be same. So in the following 4 options, armature current is equal to field current is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. Remaining options are not the right one, because armature current plus field current, armature current minus field current, none of the above. Option B, C and D are not the correct. one. Option A is the right one. Thank you all.